Hey, what's going on YouTube? Everyday Gunpla here, back with another review. Today we are reviewing the RGM-79 light type gun cannon from the Gquxxx series. Now, in my opinion, this is the coolest looking mobile suit from that series, and there's just no contest for it. There's no hands down for it. This is the best looking suit from that series. Straight out of the box, we have 8 runners with stickers, which actually really good stickers, I'm not gonna lie. And we have a pamphlet style booklet. Now what I mean by pamphlet is there's no pages really, it just opens up to one big booklet, and that's just it. This is a very, very, very simple, very, very easy build, but it's got some gems that are really nice. We'll talk about that later in the video. For right now, though, let's talk about Gquxxx. I thought that was a terrible anime. I think Gquxxx the story was just very fast and very rushed. Oh, shout out to my daughter. She will be my co-pilot for a little while. And we have a little snippet later on where she's doing some bandit stuff. But anyways, I watched the entire series. I waited weekly like everyone else did, and it started off with so much potential, and then all of a sudden it just divulged into just so many twisting and different plot lines that I don't even think the directors knew what was happening. I think they had a plan, which I believe the original plan was, hey, let's retell the original Gundam, but in a different timeline where Zeon wins the war. Great. We've got Char, we've got Zombies, we've got everybody, except Amuro, which in itself is some bullshit. I'm just gonna put that out here for everyone. If you're a fan of Gquxxx, great. I think it's absolutely dog shit that they had almost every main character but Amuro, and then he's like shoehorned in on the last episode on some spiritual BS, and it's just like, bro. But anyways, so it starts off with Char actually steals the RX-78 Gundam 2, and you know, it jumpstarts Zeon getting all that technology and making all these advanced mobile suits, and it was pretty cool. You know, it had very good potential. It had if they would have just ran with that timeline and showed us, you know, how Zeon won the war. They talk about it a little bit, but it showed us how Zeon won the war. You know, how they took over all the colonies, and you know, they basically had a truce with the Federation, which I believe in Gquxxx no colony was dropped. I don't think they had to drop the colony because Char stole the Gundam and they got the technology, and they made the police Zaku's, and then they made the the Gelgoog, which looks like a fucking gym. I'm gonna chill on the swear words or the F-bombs on this one, but that probably was the most BS shoehorn I've ever seen in my life. It literally looks like a gym. I don't care what anyone says with the 3 mono eyes and the chest, whatever. That design pissed me off, dude, because I don't even think, did we even get a gym? I don't even think we got a gym. I think we got the gun cannon here. We got the Gundam. There was actually 2 versions of Gundam, not 2 versions. No, excuse me. Char stole the original RX-78, which was a redesign by the dude who made Evangelion, blah, blah, blah. We all know the story. But again, once Char steals it, he gets transported somewhere to the future. He's like I don't even know, dude. Like, this is what I'm saying right here. Like, I don't think they knew what they wanted to do with this story. I don't think they knew what they wanted to do, because I thought everything was going to be told from the perspective of Char, but then it goes to Machu, some brooding 13, 14, how old is she? 15, 14-year-old who somehow has never piloted a mobile suit a day in her life. And then the Gquxx comes to her colony and by a Xeon pilot, and they're chasing the guy. They're chasing the Gundam that's now painted red, and it's piloted by, I'm gonna say, Amuro's like spirit animal. I forgot the dude's fucking name, but they're fighting and he's like killing all the Xeon. Like, the war's over, he's fighting Xeon still. Oh my god. Again, they're doing that, and then the girl Machu joins this crew of people who do clan battles, kind of like in the what is that? What the hell is the name of that series? With they're not actually fighting, but they're like uploading mobile suits into a simulator. It's kind of like that, and they're doing that like in real life though. And this is what I mean though. Like, it starts off with the retelling of the timeline, and then it goes to the Gquxx. She's joining these people who are doing clan battles, and then somehow she gets the Gquxx. She gets into the Gquxx because she was about to pilot one of the Zaku's. Somehow she knows how to like pilot a Zaku in this world with the Zaku's ECM. ECM is speak for like a car's computer. She plugs the ECM in the Zaku, arms it. That's when the police Zaku's come, which I will say the police Zaku's look pretty dope to me. I think the thighs are really weird, but if you guys saw the video with the knockoff police Zaku, then you know that the thing was cool. It just was terrible with plastic, but that's just a knockoff version. What I do appreciate about Bandai is their plastic, and I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it. It was actually really nice to be able to build something with Bandai's quality of plastic, and I loved it. It was such an easy build, and yeah, I had no problems building this thing. It's a really quick build. It took me a couple of hours because I was building with my little girl, and that was fun. You know, that was a good time. But anyways, so back to Gquxx. So basically how it is that she starts piloting mobile suits, even though she has no mobile suit experience. Somehow is just good at piloting mobile suits. Read no manual, nothing. At least Amuro, they gave him the fucking manual to read, and he knew how to pilot the fucking Gundam. But her, she just knows how to do it, and there's no explanation. It was just the most Mary Sue crap I've ever seen in my life, and I just don't understand. I don't get it. I don't know why stories do stuff like that. Like, at least make it seem like, oh, her mom was like a scientist and all that. Oh, side note here. This is my daughter turning on my camera when I took a break from building for a little bit to go get her breakfast, and she is stealing my nippers right now. I didn't even know she did this, and she turned my camera on and was recording until I uploaded all the videos today, and I saw her doing this, guys. The cutest thing ever. But yeah, this is her stealing my stuff. She right here, she actually took all my nippers and put them on my bed. I've been teaching her not to touch that stuff because it's sharp, but you know, kids will be kids. But little side quest there from my daughter. But anyways, to make a long story short, basically she goes through and just knows how to pilot mobile suits. At the end of the series, I mean, she goes through the clan battles and she just kills all these ace pilots out of freaking nowhere. Yeah, she got help from the guy who piloted the red Gundam, but like, come on, dude. This girl would have been murdered in any other timeline just hopping into a suit. But anyways, enough rambling. Basically, Amuro comes in at the end, helps her out, saves the day, but he's a spirit. Whatever. If you want to watch Gquxx, watch it. I'm not going to sit here and say don't watch it. give it a try, check it out, see if you like it for yourself. Anyways, back to this. So this thing's actually legit because it has these super cool weapons. It has the beam rifle from the RX-78. It's got this arm shoulder cannon, just one, not two, which I kind of like. But on the left shoulder, it has this beam saber, which is really cool, which you get 3 accessories. Very good. Very good for posing. You also have an amazing array of body accessories, which is really cool. I love the design of this thing. I think it is the best Gquxx mobile suit from that entire series. Now, we can debate this in the comments, but you guys can't deny, like, this thing looks amazing. This thing looks so good. I wish it was a master grade. I wish we would have got at least one master grade from Gquxx. If anything, this would probably be the easiest one for Bandai to make. Just upscale it. Fat Cat, if you're listening, I think you guys should upscale the light gun cannon, man. This thing's kind of sick. I looked at, I do like the Polizaku, like I said, but I like this way more. I think this is so distinct, but also true to the aesthetics of the gun cannon, the original, that this could be just his own mobile suit by itself. If you didn't watch the original Gundam, you wouldn't even like think anything of this. You think, oh, this thing's just a really cool mobile suit. What are the cons? I guess my only con with this thing is the articulation of the legs. Now, you can bend the knees back all the way, but when it comes to like a 180 or moving the legs out, you can bend them back like right here, but moving them out left to right, they kind of get stuck at like 60 degrees, which I guess that's not really bad for a high grade, but for how this is made and how it looks, you would think the legs would be able to be free roaming, just free range legs. Now the arms, on the other hand, here's the pros. Arms are great for posing. I think the arms really take posing here to the next level, what makes this kit really, really good. Now, I went a little crazy on this one with the poses, guys, but look at this thing up close. The verniers look good. The color separation is perfect. This red that they have on this thing, you don't even need to paint this thing. There's no reason for you to paint this. Yeah, if you want a different color, absolutely, but like it just has, if this was a master grade, it would have so much display appeal. I would just stare at this thing all day, like, and then look at all these poses. Like I said, I went a little overboard with the poses here, guys. But if you've built this thing, you will understand why. Now, who's this kit for? This kit's for freaking everybody. Pick this kit up. Pick it up for yourself. Pick it up for your kids. Pick it up for you. I mean, just the posing that you can do with this thing is unlimited, honestly. And yes, the legs do limit it a little bit, but the arms, you adjust the legs a little bit and you got some really, really good poses, guys. Got some really good poses. I just went kind of crazy with the poses because I think this is the most poses I've done on a video for a kit. I might be wrong, but I just wanted to keep posing this thing. So what do I score this kit? Since it's just a high grade, in my opinion, it's gonna have to get a 9. If this was a master grade, this is gonna be a 10. Look at that pose right there. How much did this cost? I picked this up for, I think, $23. But if you like the content, guys, subscribe. We're on our road to 1,000 subs. Please sub, and let's talk about this in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace.